Opposition leader has emerged the narrow winner in the neck-and-neck presidential race with the country's prime minister. With all the votes in, Ukraine's Central Election Commission gave Viktor Yanukovych a 3.5% victory over his rival, Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko. As RT's Alexei Arashevsky reports from Kiev, the winner is already planning major changes.
Viktor Yanukovych, despite the fact that he has not yet been officially proclaimed as Ukraine's president, has already made an address to the nation. He outlined his future policies, both foreign policies and economic policies, instigating a thorough economic checks to be held everywhere across the country to revive the ailing Ukrainian economy. Another important thing which sounded in his address, and this has been confirmed in the headquarters of the Party of Regions, his party, that in the nearest future the party will announce the new coalition within the Ukrainian parliament and the resignation of the current government led by his main opponent, Yulia Tymoshenko.
I hope the new coalition will be formed as soon as possible and that parliament will be dissolved. This should happen no later than next week.
But Tymoshenko herself has been silent for several days, postponing her press conferences, and we are, in fact, expecting some sort of address to nation as well from her come during the day, but there's been no information so far when it's going to happen. But to talk about the reaction of Yulia Tymoshenko, the in fact silent reaction, we're joined in Kiev by political analyst, the professor of comparative politics, Mr. Alexei Garань. Many thanks for joining us this hour here in Kiev. This reaction from Tymoshenko, or the lack of reaction, if you may, why is she silent? Is there some sort of strategic thinking over inside her headquarters?
Yeah, actually, I think so. You know, the victory of Viktor Yanukovych is quite slim. And he didn't receive even 50% of the voters. And actually, the paradox is that Tymoshenko won in 17 regions and Party of Regions in 9 regions. So what does it mean for Yanukovych? It means that Yanukovych would need to find some compromises with other political partners. And one of the problems is that, according to Ukrainian constitution, the election of new president doesn't mean automatically the change of government. So, in order to change the government, it will be necessary not only to dismiss and to vote no confidence vote to Tymoshenko as prime minister, but also to form a new coalition. And actually, there are 2 ways to build a coalition. One is to have a large, super large coalition between Party of Regions and Yulia Tymoshenko bloc. Actually, even before the end of the elections, many analysts predicted that whoever is elected, such kind of coalition is possible. The second choice is to build a new coalition where main partner of the Party of Regions would be pro-presidential our Ukraine. So again, the paradox is this is a party whose leader is Viktor Yushchenko. So there are no other ways for Yanukovych. Yanukovych can try to dismiss or to push for dissolving the parliament, but actually it would be a risky scenario even for the Party of Regions.
But we also heard from the bloc of Yulia Tymoshenko just several minutes ago that they will try to contest the results of the election. One of the party members said that they will try to urge the recount of the votes in the Crimea and eastern Ukraine. Do you think Tymoshenko can actually achieve something in a legal battle in courts if she chooses this way?
You know, the devil is in the details. So it's the right of Tymoshenko to go to contest the result to the court, and there is understanding she will do that. The question is how information she and her lawyers have on file, and whether it would be able for them really to contest to prove that there were the falsifications which finally led to distortion in the result. That wouldn't be an easy battle, definitely, to win.
The Iron Lady of Ukrainian politics herself has announced a certain address to the nation to happen later during the day. Of course, everyone is waiting for this address, what she will say, whether she will be able to accept the defeat or instigate a legal battle. Of course, as soon as we hear from Yulia Tymoshenko, we'll update our viewers with all the latest information.